Welcome to another episode of Glorious Life on Wheels Fireside Chat. I had another video planned tonight, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to share a little bit about what's been going on in my life. It has been quite the journey the last couple of weeks. As many of you know, I had a slight injury to my eye. It's healing. I have a little bit of a scar, but it's covered up with makeup. And we're headed up, my daughter and I, to see the wizard. Well, in a manner of speaking, we're going up to YouTube to try and get some issues resolved. I have been trying for months. They demonetized me because they said I didn't give them account information. So I've actually not gotten paid, rather, a penny, despite the fact that they have money on the books for me. So, and they don't answer emails. So, you know what, I'm just going to, I can't bring the mountain to me, so I'm going to go to the mountain. So we're heading up there and going to try and resolve that and another situation too that I need to deal with. So we'll see how that goes. Meanwhile, I thought I'd share with you my experience and decision to get the vaccine. Not that I am trying to persuade anyone. This is not about me telling anyone what they should do or, you decide what's best for you. But I made a decision for our family because I decided that the risk for not getting the vaccine was greater than the risk of getting it. I may be wrong, but my daughter has asthma and she's been transported to the hospital by ambulance under oxygen. And I just didn't want to take a chance of her getting the virus. And I've also had episodes with asthma and have other issues, plus my age. So I decided, you know what, it's a roll of the dice to get it. It's a roll of the dice not. And I decided to roll the dice in favor of getting it. But I wanted to share with you how that turned out. The first time I went down to get the first vaccine, it was kind of interesting. It was at a stadium parking lot. And there was about a 2-block waiting list or waiting line. And I was in my car. But by the time we got out of there, it was over a mile long. And I thought, wow, what difference a year made. A year ago, I would never have seen myself waiting in line for an hour to get a shot that I knew nothing about. But, we're at where we're at. But the second shot, actually it wasn't the second shot. It was my daughter's first shot because she couldn't get scheduled for the same day that I did. It was bizarre. I mean, bizarre. As we drove up, we had to get out because this was a walk-in. And it was in this big auditorium. And as we're walking up, there's signs everywhere. No photography, no video, no cameras, no anything. And I thought, well, if they wanted everyone to get vaccinated, wouldn't you want to see people that are doing it? But they were so strict. It was like a military encampment. Then when you got inside there, it was so strange. There were like 100 people spread out in this huge auditorium. Everyone was wearing masks. And it was, I don't know, when you walked in, people were walking in with their heads down. No one was looking around. No one was making eye contact. No one was talking. No one was on their phone, which that in itself is unusual. But as I'm looking around and everyone's heads down, I'm looking and I'm thinking, is it just me? Or is this something like an episode of Stepford Wives or something? It was just so strange. But again, the times we're living in. But now when I went to get my second shot, well, first of all, I didn't get a notice. They were supposed to send me a notice that same day that I got my first shot, telling me when my second shot was scheduled. That didn't happen. So I waited a day, another day, a week, and then I started to panic because I was afraid that I was going to go past the time and have to start all over again. So I started emailing, I started calling numbers. Couldn't get an appointment to save my life. Finally, I saw a news report about an organization called, I think it's called Vaccine Fairy or something. but I emailed them, and they get second appointments for seniors who are having problems scheduling or who are technically challenged, like I am, as you all know. And they got my appointment for me. But of course, as you all know, it was on the very same day I was supposed to have my live at the same time. But, I had to do what I had to do. But the second appointment was a lot different. And I'm going to show you some footage from this second appointment. So stay tuned and give a watch and see what you think. This is footage from the pharmacy where I actually got my second shot. I have to admit, I was feeling relief, but also a tad bit of anxiety as I walked through the doors. And I was one happy camper when I saw how short that line was. I have to tell you, it was kind of strange passing by potato chips, Coca-Cola, and stuffed panda bears as I was going in to get a shot that is supposed to keep me from contracting a deadly, fatal disease. Just kind of weird and surreal. Boy, life can sure be strange at times. Walking in to get my shot, I couldn't help but notice the atmosphere was so different from the military encampment feeling where my daughter got her vaccine. That made me feel a lot better, and the technician didn't even mind me videotaping.
And then you let me know if we need to move around or anything to make sure you get it right.
And the vaccination the last 2 weeks?
No. Just stay there. And then I'm going to have you drop your arms so that it's nice and relaxed.
These are the doses you have left, right? Was there more?
No, this is it.
Okay, let's try another vial.
So you're actually watching that on the phone, huh?
Yeah.
Alright, all done. Just put a band-aid right where I did it. There's no bleeding. Cover that spot there.
Great, thank you. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little peek into my day getting vaccinated. And, I felt like I was inside an episode there of Toy Story walking by all those stuffed animals. But anyhow, we're on the way up, as I said, to YouTube headquarters. So we're making a long drive to there. But hopefully I'll get some video and show you what YouTube headquarters looks like for all of you YouTube creators. Well, you have the bed or the dinette in bed mode right now, so I'm just relaxing and going to take a rest once we drive a little more. So thanks for tuning in. And I have some announcements at this Saturday's live. I'm going to be doing some changes, some major changes on the channel. So tune in, come by and stop by and chat, and we'll have some fun. And not this Saturday, but the following Saturday, we're going to have a huge blowout celebration for reaching 15,000. Thank you so, so much. Love each and every one of you. If you like this content on this channel, would you just hit subscribe? I'd love for you to just subscribe and become a part of the family. And if you like the videos, hit like. And if you don't like, hit thumbs down. But let me know why. See you down the road, friends.